It doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are having a beautiful morning here in South Lake Tahoe. And today we got another matchup between this 18U Tier 1 teams. We got GSE visiting again in the gold and navy blue unis. And THA will be in the classic all purple. As the boys start to walk out here, GSE's just getting stretched. And we're going to have a little 5-minute warm-up here. And here we go. Hope everybody is having a blessed Sunday. Can you text me the starting lineup? Text me the starting lineup when you can. Hold on, can you just text it to me? I don't have any paper over here. Thank you. Alrighty, with about a minute left here to go in warm-ups. Tahoe's coming off a little bit of a hurt yesterday. Kind of throwing a 3-1 lead, not kind of, did. And definitely need to come out with some more energy today. But GSE is looking strong as they usually do. And hopefully we have a competitive game today. Sorry about the microphone there. We will get the starting lineup here for Tahoe here in a second. And for anybody wondering what that big black bar that just took up a good inch of screen space, it is our Pixelot recorder that records the whole sheet of ice, allowing the boys and the other team to go back, watch film, cut it, and eventually have an AI find your number and do it for you. So you actually just go home, watch the game, and you'll be able to watch your own clips just like that. GSE shooting all the pucks down to THAs. There's clearly one bucket. So after we get all these pucks going, we'll be ready to go for game 2, game 4 of the weekend, the final one here in South Lake Tahoe before the boys start traveling for the year. They'll head to Boston next weekend for about 4 games for each team, 16U and 18U. Don't quite know who they play yet, but that should be a heck of a tournament, or a couple games. Boston's always a good time. Take a little commercial break. We'll be right back.
It doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan.
And with the teams splitting ways, the 5 starters each getting in their huddles. We got a new starting lineup for THA from last game. Today we got Zakhar Fedorov on the left wing, Trevor Stones at center, Kyle Denot on the right, Ethan Thomas in the back with Carver Alford, and in net we got Anthony Eustace. For GSE, it looks like they're going with their starting 5 from yesterday. Brenny Monroe at center, the old THA alumni. And we will get underway here. Nice face-off win there by Stones. Thomas is going to dump it right in. GSE trying to clear it, but can't get it out. Trevor's there to pick it up in the corner. Played out there by Anthony to get the boys out of danger. Now Trevor on the close boards. Chips it in for Carver, who's cheating up. Brings it across the crease and just couldn't get the tuck. Garrett tried to pick it up and do a little toe drag there on the wall. Just couldn't get past the guy. And Carver's going to not ice the puck here, as the referee behind us decided it was close enough. And GSE is going to have to race for this one, and he's just not going to make it. Chris Collins had a little bit of an emergency film session this morning, as he felt that the boys didn't perform to expectations yesterday. So they were up bright and early at the dorms, had a nice breakfast, and got some film in to watch yesterday's games and see where they made some mistakes. Another icing here on GSC. Going to bring it back down to the left of Kali, I believe, if it's the same kid. I think this is actually Jonathan McGinn in net for GSE. We'll switch up for them in net. I believe it's McGinn, sorry. Like I said, this handwriting on this roster sheet is not ideal. Derek back now to pick it up for THA behind his own net. Trying to get away from two guys, and he'll give it to LeBron, who will circle back. And unfortunately have it poked away. GSE keeps it in, takes a shot wide. And now LeBron again behind the net. Makes a little move, loses it, but Drew's there to pick it up. Drew will send it over to Benton, who didn't quite communicate with LeBron there. Gives a shot on net for GSE. Good save by Anthony. Mikey in on the forecheck now. GSE's got a little bit of pep in their step. Monty now back up to Mikey, sorry. Monty high off the glass, trying to get it back to Mikey. Garrett trying to get up there and pick that pass off, just couldn't get there in time. And Anthony will play this one out, hopefully safely. Gets it out of the blue line. And that's going to be offsides on GSE, unfortunately, because we did have the advantage. Monty picked it up and it was pretty open there. Yeah, we're really sorry about this black bar here, guys. Working on figuring out a new spot for it. Starting lineup back out here now for the guys in purple. Only change is that Monty now is with Ethan Thomas. And now Trevor Stone's walking in on the blue. Takes a shot to the chest of the GSE goalie. And now Zakar in the corner fighting for it. Pins his man against the half wall and pulls it out. Tries to backhand it to Stones and just doesn't quite get it there. And now GSE might have a chance. And it's actually going to be called icing. That was could have been either way. Nice face-off win there by Trevor. Unfortunately, Ethan just lost his footing, but Kyle won it back. Trevor with a shot that just went left to the net. Monty keeps it in for THA. Gives it back down to Zakar. Gives it over to Kyle. Wraps it around, and the penalty. Ref blew the whistle. Oh, the net came dislodged. Face-off will stay in the GSE zone to the left of McGinn, I believe. It's either McGinn or McGunn. Nice shot. Didn't quite see how it went in, but THA is going to take an early lead here. It looks like it's LeBron starting us off again from DP and Garrett Waterhouse. Who assisted it? That goal there by THA is definitely going to LeBron. The assists we're going to have to figure out here in a little bit. This is not going to be icing on THA. Drew behind the net now, fighting for it. Unfortunately gets it stripped away. And now they're going to have to regroup here. Carver chips it up here to Gerber. Mikey and Gerber fighting for it. And Benton just can't get a handle on it, so Ethan's going to come over and help him out. He's going to swing it over to Payne, who will swing it low for Mikey. And now Benton's going to have to go back here for THA. Gets it poked away behind the goal line. Good poke check there by Anthony to keep that man from driving to the front of the net. Benton now sends it down, takes a little bit of a weird fall. Didn't quite see if he got a stick in between his legs or what there. GSE now having some solid pressure in the zone. Benton again behind his own net. Ethan there to help him out and lays the body. Mikey on the half wall here with Dylan. And Dylan will pick it up and slide it over to Payne on the far side. And THA just can't seem to get it out here. And Ethan gets it stuck inside of his feet. Quinones for GSE goes down to play it. Nothing really going on here. This puck's just kind of going back and forth on the wall. Ethan trying to clear it and does. So this will give THA a full line change. And GSE's trying to go quick, but Ethan stays in there to protect the boys. And Anthony will get us an official stoppage.
It doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan.
Shot saved there. Feed it through the crease. Just couldn't get a handle on it to take the shot. Anthony was already across for it. Trevor gets hooked to the ground, and it's going to be a penalty. It's going to be a play on, though, as Kyle will get to it first. And it gets pinned up against the boards, and this referee just called a matching penalty for Kyle because the kid was grabbing him and he was trying to get him off of him. So now Kyle's going to take a seat for 2 for retaliation. And GSE is going to have 2 in the box, I believe. So THA will have a power play here. The original one was for either a hook or a trip. And we will see here in a second what Mr. Hernandez decides to call. Original one is going to be a trip. And then both Kyle and 11 for GSE will be getting slashing penalties. At least we aren't seeing roughs today. The power play unit in here for THA is Derek at the point. Trevor in there to take the face-off. Garrett in there on the far right. Monty in front of the net. Get that big man on there. And then Drew Hale here on this close side. Garrett takes a shot and gets it blocked by the GSE player, and that one stung. He's going to take a little bit of a limp to the bench. I've been hit by a couple of times by these guys, and it does not feel good at all. When they hop up right away, I'm very surprised. So good eat by him, and THA's here again. Derek takes your shot from the point. Blockered away by the GSE goalie. Now Drew behind the net. Working it to the side to Trevor. Trevor sends it all the way around for Garrett. Garrett down to Drew. Drew looking for Derek. Derek gets the puck up top. Over to Garrett. Garrett back to Derek. Derek with a quick shot just wide of the net. Drew with a good move here on the half wall to get some separation. Down to Trevor. Back up to Derek. Derek's going to send it over to Garrett with a nice snapshot right into the glove of the GSE goalie. Nice little pressure there from the first power play unit. GSE ices the puck, so THA is going to get a free regroup in their offensive zone. Yeah. Nice face-off win there. Garrett now behind the net. Just couldn't get a handle on it. Now pokes it to Z. Z feeding it in front. Oh, and Garrett just couldn't get a good stick on it. Got a piece of it, but sends that one into the netting. So we'll take another face-off to the left of McGinn. Now we got Carver, Alford, Ethan Thomas on the point, Garrett Baxter, LeBron Sam, and Zahar Fedorov. Shot in front, deflected wide by the defender. And GSE is going to poke it out, so Carver's going to have to regroup it here. He's going to go all the way behind his own net. Something didn't go right there. As Taz brings it in, takes a quick shot. Goes off the crossbar. GSE bench reacted like it went in. The penalty ref waved his arms immediately, no goal. And now THA is getting some opportunities, and it pokes out to the corner. Derek just won't be able to keep it in. I think Hernandez is tired of GSE and just gave them a 2 and a 10 for yelling at him for that goal. We're supposedly off the post. He is not having it today on this Sunday morning, so that's good to know for Chris and Jasper over there. Chris is clearly being a little quiet, as the boys are still up 1-0 with 7:30 left here to go. Now on a 2-minute power play, and GSE somehow is basically getting a timeout here for free. I believe it's going to be 4-on-5. And the faceoff's going to come out of the GSE zone to right in front of us. We're going to have Drew Hale, Trevor Stones, Monty Wood, Garrett Waterhouse, sorry, and Derek Peterson on this power play for at least the first few. The scoreboard is buzzing because Ren over there has a question for the penalty ref, and now they got some stuff to figure out. So we'll take a little break here.
It doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan.
Gandhi! 1, 2, 3!
Don't quite know what we're still waiting for, but the referee is still over there talking to the scorekeeper. But the boys are starting to head back out, as they do seem impatient. Same 5 that we said before the little commercial break are still out here. It is now 5-on-5. So somehow the penalty went away. Got a little help there from Mr. Rory Gunn, pointed that out to me. So don't really know what happened there, but now we're playing 5-on-5 hockey with 7:30 left. So no Tahoe Wolverines power play. And Derek tips that one off a GSE's player's stick, up and out of play. And he's trying to say that it should be in the zone. should be. It's going to come right back to where we were. New line now out here after one little face-off. Got Dylan Gerber, Mikey Little, and Payne Sweeney. Same D pairs, Derek Peterson and Monty Wood. GSE now breaking it on that left side, trying to look for that tip in front. Dylan just couldn't get it past him. Bojo takes a hit from Mikey, and Mikey took the most of it. GSE now still trying to look at something get going here. Derek with a nice hit here. A little high on that one. Referee didn't seem to see it. Monty steps up in front of Daugherty and able to take that puck away from him. And I believe he's taking offsides, yes. And if you've been tuning in, these little commercials with the Wolverine logo, we're proud to announce we've made a little change. We are no longer just Tahoe Hockey Academy. We actually got a little mascot, the Tahoe Wolverines. We're going to have some new jerseys coming in for the boys this year. Get some all blacks rolling. And hopefully they will enjoy those. And hopefully we can make some sick shots. Trevor Stones does exactly what he did again yesterday with the bullet of his shot. Trevor again walks in and snaps it. And I'm getting from Mr. Darren Yount, that's Trevor Stones, from Garrett Baxter and Ethan Thomas. Ethan's racking up the points this weekend. He's got a couple assists and a goal, I believe. Trevor's second goal of the weekend, I believe. And Garrett's first point in purple. Good rebound there after the little miscue by the referees to not give THA the penalty, and the boys still capitalize. Goal by THA, scored by Trevor Stones, assisted by Garrett Baxter and Ethan Thomas at 13 minutes. Ethan now back into the THA zone as GSE tried to get something going. But Carver's in there also. They send it to the middle, but Drew's there to intercept it. And it looks like THA is going to get a penalty here. Don't know exactly for what. And it's going to be a hold on Mr. Drew Hale, I believe. THA is going to have a little huddle here to make sure they get the penalty kill right. And this is looking like it's going to be icing, and it will be. We got that THA again, goal again by Trevor Stones, assisted by Garrett Baxter and Ethan Thomas to make it 2-0. And now GSE is on the power play. Not us, correct? The scoreboard's a little wrong in the rink, so you got a little confused there. But we do only have 4 guys on the ice. They have 5, so the gold is on the power play as Monty's given some pressure in the corner. Now LeBron chases to the half wall and Lee from the point. Fakes the shot, pulls it in. Good shot blocked there by Monty. And now, I believe the net came undone? Yep. Left post just came sliding off just a little bit. Got Garrett Waterhouse in there for the purple, taking that face off in the Z zone on the penalty kill. Derek Peterson, LeBron Sam, and Monty Wood. Monty just unfortunately can't get it out. Just goes into the netting. So we'll redo that one, but apparently outside the zone. Nice face-off win there, and Derek does the exact same thing as Monty. Little backhand flip into the net. Don't know if it gets grabbed. And grabbed over, but it's so annoying. There's just a big black bar in the way. GSE working it back and forth here. Now at the circle, looking for the sauce pass across. Brennan on the far side. Looking to take a shot. Doesn't. Gets it blocked in front. GSE keeps it in. Lee now trying to get it caught, but gets it caught in his feet. LeBron will pick it up. LeBron now with some speed. Gets it poked away just in front of the blue line. And now Monty giving the forecheck pressure. About 40 seconds left to go here on the penalty kill for THA. And 4 minutes left to go here in this first period. Sorry about that. GSE now with some speed through the middle. Breaking it down the left side now. Bringing it around the THA net into the corner. Sending it back behind. And up to the D. And across to his partner. The slap shot from the point, blocked by Garrett, and up into the netting. Great eat there by number 22 in purple. Took that one right off the shin pad. If you ever hear the boys or me or anyone yell "good eat" here or on one of our broadcasts, that's just the way we say, way to block that shot. Mikey and Dylan now here on this forecheck. GSE trying to get it out, but can't. Carver now just gets it past his back, and he'll pick it up and circle in his own zone. And give it up to Payne, who takes a little bit of a hit, but we got a 2-on-1. Dylan Gerber shoots, rebounds right in front of the net. Big scramble. And it's under 3 GSE players. It squeaked through the the goalie's pads and just sat in the back of the blue paint. But nobody was there for the guys in purple to send it home. Missed a little bit of the action there. Carver's wondering if when he got tripped it was a penalty. I didn't really see it. Nice face-off win there by Dylan. Payne trying to take an inside shot and just couldn't get enough on it. Carver now again picking it up and going behind his own net. Sending it up to Payne, who just couldn't get a handle on it. And now Ethan Thomas is there to help him out. Carver goes for a hit and is going to get a penalty here for, I believe, roughing. Carver played a year in the USPHL, and so he's a little bit used to the more physical game, but he does need to watch it. It is going to be a rough, and THA is going to go man down here for 2 minutes with 2:45 left to go. It's not the time you want to take a penalty. And a nice clear immediately there by Benton, but it's going to go all the way down for icing. So we're going to just stay down in the THA end. Beautiful morning here in South Lake Tahoe. It's beautiful Sunday morning. Boys rose nice and early, got some film in. And now Brenny walks in, takes a shot off the post. GSE's having a little bit of extra space here. Looks like we're doing a little bit of an overload on the PK. Back over to Brenny, takes a shot. And the net, I believe, is pushed off. Or I don't know what was that what they called? He went like that. I believe they called, we're having a inside conversation on what we think they called there. I think it was inside the crease. I think Anthony gave him a nice push and then he didn't move or step out of the crease, so the referee decided to take it out of the zone. GSE brought it right back in though, but LeBron's gonna chip it past his man, have a one-on-one, but get hooked in the back. Drew picks it up right behind him, takes a shot just high of the net. With 1:14 left to go on the PK for the boys in purple. There's 1:54 left to go in the period. That is offsides by a mile. And now the play will come outside the THA zone for another face-off. For anyone that's been to our arenas, it's one of those mornings where it's just bone-chilling, even if you're wearing sweats and 2 jackets. Can't wait for the winner again this year. Drew now breaking it in, gets it past his defender, but just couldn't get the second handle on it. Now fighting for it behind the GSE net. LeBron also there. And now GSE will retake possession and settle it down. Number 93 here for GSE, going quick up the left side. Bringing it in quick. Great shoulder save there by Anthony to deflect that up and out of play. See a couple big guys walking by with hockey bags. We got the Lake Tahoe Lakers starting to check in this week, and throughout the next few weeks they're coming into town for their 3rd season and looking to regain some power in the Pacific Division. Got a whole bunch of Finnish kids this year, about 5 of them. And a couple others, French, Ukrainian, and I believe a couple Canadians. So hopefully some Lakers hockey will be a great time again this year. It's always a great time, but hopefully we get some more wins. THA now trying to clear this puck as we got 3 seconds left here in a 2-on-1. Stones and Zahar feeds it across. Great save there by McGinn. He actually thought he had it, but lost it. That was a great pass there by number 10, Trevor Stones. But Z just didn't have the angle of the shot. A diving Trevor and Benton saved that puck from getting across. Kyle with a good hit on his man and on the half wall. GSE now coming out of the corner. Great shot block there by Derek. Another rebound for Brenny, saved by Anthony. And that's a great little defensive stand there for the boys in purple. And with 5 seconds left here to go in the first, it looks like THA will be a little safe. Derek gives Brenny a little love tap after the whistle. And now the referee wants to have a little conversation with him. It's so silly. Alrighty, we will be back in just under a minute for the second period of Tahoe hockey, Wolverines hockey against Golden State Elite.
It doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan.
Alrighty, with the fresh 17 on the clock, THA gets the first possession. Carver takes a shot over the net, but GSE is going to immediately send this down. It's not going to reach for icing. Anthony's going to have to come out to play it. Sends it up to Ethan, who chops at it. And Trevor thought he had somebody on that far side, but didn't. Mr. Monroe sends it in, and Anthony will play it behind his own net. Ethan to Carver. Up to Zakar. And Zakar couldn't complete his pass to Kyle as GSE dumps it back in and chases. Ethan with a nice little move behind his back. And now Kyle up on this close side. Chips it off the high glass and in. Carver cheating up, tries to go on the little backhand pass behind the net, just hit the back of the net. Derek now with Brenny chasing the puck. Nice pin against the behind the wall. Monty's there to give him support. Shot from the point by GSE, blocked in front. Trying to throw it back out. Just couldn't get it to anybody. Back out to the point, going D to D. Lee with a shot blockered away by Anthony. And now DP will chip and chase with Kyle. But this one's going to make it all the way down for icing. The boys can still change when they ice it, so it doesn't hurt us. Got one fresh leg out there. Everyone else is staying. Got Mikey Little, Garrett Baxter, Dylan Gerber, Derek Peterson, and Monty Wood. Great clear there by Derek to get it all the way up to center ice to Mikey. Now Garrett on the far side. Monty trying to get it, can't see it in his feet. And GSE now breaks it out. Little miscue pass there, goes to Derek. So Derek will dump it back in, have the GSE goalie play it, but Monty's there at his feet again, trying to throw it out in front, just couldn't make the pass. The GSE player got the stick in front of it. LeBron now putting pressure in on this close corner. taking a little bit of a chop there. Chris Collins is calling for a penalty, and then Garrett is going to get a penalty. So the referee misses one that could have been called for THA, but then gets Garrett Waterhouse for what I believe is going to be a rough. Hopefully it's not a charge, because charging is an automatic 2 and a 10. Learned that yesterday. And we will see what the referee decides to call here. And it will be a rough, so Garrett will only sit for 2. 14:30 basically left to go here in the second period. Boys still up 2-0, but now trying to kill a 2-minute penalty. Got LeBron, Drew, Ethan, and Benton out there. Shot gobbled up right into the breadbasket of Mr. Eustace. Saw it the whole way. Got a little bit more help today. Got Darren Yount to my right. One of the other RAs here at THA and the goalie coach. He's helping me get some stats. Great shot block there by Ethan on the one-timer. And now Drew racing across to try and get in front of it. Anthony was there to stop it. Ethan is in a bunch of pain on his right foot, trying to push through it, and he does, and he got it out of the zone. Gonna need to get a stoppage of play here for this man. He's struggling here. It was a beautiful shot block, but can't even put much weight on his foot. GSE still keeping pressure here. He could go down and get a whistle, but don't think he's that kind of kid. He's ready to block another one here from the half wall. Bernie sends it across, gets a slap shot from the far side. Fanned on it. 50 seconds here. This is a good pressure here by GSE. We gotta clear it. Good clear there by Ethan. He's gonna push himself to the bench. Had to give Ethan a little scream there. Definitely deserved that after a defensive effort. Now we got Carver, Z, Kyle, and Derek out here. The big four. Just missing Monty. Z with the spinning shot to just waste time. GSE will regroup behind their own net. Send a cross-ice pass up, and Derek's immediately going to poke that away, and unfortunately it just barely squeaks over the blue line, so it's automatic offsides. Got the same 3 referees that have been here all weekend. They've been a pleasure to have. We've had Alders here multiple times. He's also a USPHL contender, if you would say. Not really, but he helps out in the USP and in USA Hockey, so he's a beauty. Kyle now will regroup this for THA, and Carver will have to help him out. Daugherty, Reef, Ebojo in here for GSE on the wall. Looks like Kyle's just holding it on the wall, or Carver's just pinning it, and nobody can move it. That's not a bad decision. Waste some time, but the puck is going to go into the end zone. Not a bad decision, but goes into our end. I think technically they count that as delay of game. Penalty is now over, so we are back to 5-on-5. And now Mr. Dylan Gerber just can't complete the pass to Payne. This will be icing on THA. Yeah. Got the soon-to-be assistant coach next to me who's saying that was the right idea on the pass, but just a little bit too much juice on it. Ethan now already back in here after blocking that shot and limping himself off the ice. Already back out from full stride. Now Dylan Gerber pokes it out of the zone, allowing for THA to finally get out for a little bit. Monty now regroup it with Ethan. And now Ethan Thomas tries to get it to Payne, but Payne slips it through his feet, and it'll hop over and back on the blue line side. So it'll be a little bit of an offsides. Got the line that's producing coming out. Garrett Baxter, Trevor Stones, and Zahar. There's a car. Sorry. Benton and Derek on the D side. GSE wins that face-off, tries to bounce it off the red line boards. And Trevor will give it back to Derek, who tries to sauce it up, but Candarella is there. No high stick call. Apparently we touched it. Lee, I believe now, for GSE, trying to get a chip. Brenny will chip it in. Benton's there to chase it down for the Wolverines. Shot from the point, seen all the way by Anthony, who catches it and holds on. Got some awesome goalie style this year. Both one from the 16s and one from the 18s came in with custom helmets. We always love to see the boys representing wherever they are or end up. Beautiful tip by GSE, just wide of the net. It was a beautiful play there. Just sent it wide of Anthony's net. Maybe give his goalpost a little bit of a tap to help him out. LeBron brings it in, takes a shot, and it kind of just flutters off the blocker of the McGinn. Drew now behind the net with Waterhouse and Drew. All three of them back there. Garrett was getting yelled at by Chris to get out of there. Now, pass in front, couldn't get connected by any GSE player. Garrett tried to break it out, and GSE is way offsides. Don't really know why that kid wants to step over Derek Peterson, but okay. Derek is probably 6'2", 6'3". Got a big 18U team this year. I think our average height is just under 6 feet or 6'1". Monty's capping us off at 6'7" on skates, sorry. Maybe a little higher, 6'8". And then Carver's pretty close. Both of them are out there. Carver's in the back left of your screen. Monty's got the white helmet. Unfortunately, Dylan couldn't capitalize on the fan shot there by Doherty. And now Monty with a nice poke check to get Dylan the puck. Dylan will chip it, and this won't be icing, so Kyle will chase it in. Take a little pin up against the boards. Sweeney now behind the GSE net. Can't get a handle on it. And now GSE breaking it back out. And they'll dump it in off Anthony's pad into the corner. Payne and now back into his own zone. Carver now on the puck. Kyle coming up to block the shot. GSE got a solid pressure, couple minutes going here. Kyle trying to get it out here for the guys at purple. Carver couldn't block the shot and lays him out. And I believe the net's off. And the referee will blow the whistle even though Anthony slid it back on. It's a little silly how sometimes they don't call the hits and sometimes they do. It's 18U and they're trying to get ready to go to juniors and college, so I don't really understand why the 18U level isn't a little more lenient, but as long as we're having a good time. Anthony with a nice save there to keep GSE at 0. Trevor in here to take the face off. Little scuffle for it right at this face-off circle. Ethan comes out with it, and he'll backhand it just out of the zone, and it's going to be offside. .840 left to go here in the second period. Tahoe still leading 2-0. The Wolverines got their goals from Trevor Stones and LeBron Sam. Assist will be from Garrett Baxter, Ethan Thomas, and Derek Peterson. Mikey out there to block the shot, lays the body, and a great save there by Anthony. Nice little defensive play there by THA, but we are playing too much in our zone right now. Been a couple minutes now until we've entertained McGinn down on the other side. Officially 10 o'clock, about an hour into this game. And GSE couldn't handle those passes on the blue line, so Z's going to chase down his man with Mikey chasing him as well. And GSE can't really control it. Derek's got Brenny on his back. And Brenny's going to capitalize on the Anthony's mistake of coming out, just using his speed and wrapping it around. Brenny Monroe, the one THA player that now plays for GSE, capitalizing on that goal for the gold. Now hopefully the boys get a little pep in their step here as GSE gets their goal here at 9 minutes of the second period. Now Drew and LeBron have a chance to regain. Great stick there by the defender to knock that pass out of play. Now we do have a little bit of offensive time here, hopefully. Get some shots on net, hopefully. LeBron is in there to take this face off for THA with Drew on his left and Garrett on his right. Garrett couldn't get it low, so now GSE will try and hook it back out. Benton at the center ice gloves it down to himself, and LeBron just couldn't give that pass back to Drew in the middle. Oh, really close offsides there, unfortunately. Face off outside left of the GSE zone. Carver will chip it in after the win from LeBron. The boys will give pressure down below the GSE net, but GSE will break it out here to center ice. Send it in behind Anthony where Carver picks it up on the far side. Gives it up to Drew. And GSE goes offsides. That call is making my hands cold. Face off right in front of the GSE bench. Won there by Payne I believe, or Dylan Gerber, one of those two. Payne now behind the net and gives it up to Ethan, who takes a shot. Gets it tipped wide by the GSE goalie, McGinn. Garrett Baxter gives it up to the point. Dylan Gerber shoots it. Just couldn't get that much on it. Dylan will hold it in at the half wall. Monty trying to keep pressure on the defender down in the corner. Dylan picks it up, takes a shot, blocked in front. Rebound by Payne, saved by the GSE goalie. Monty will keep it in. Now Garrett Baxter trying to keep it going. And Gerber will. Payne getting tied up in front so he can't get to that puck. Garrett tried to get there but had two guys on him. Now GSE will bring it out. Ethan just lets that guy slip by right enough. Ethan Thomas just tried to give it to Baxter, who was just gassed. So he couldn't continue on for that puck. Payne will keep it in the zone. Deflected by the GSE goalie into his own chest. And now GSE is going to ice this puck here, as Derek will go back and pick it up and bring it all the way back down. For the first time in probably about 5 minutes, THA's got some offensive zone time and consistent zone time. Trevor, Mikey, and Zakar in here on forwards. Derek and Carver on the point. Nice lead pass there. And number 55 for GSE, and then a pass across. Saved by Anthony on the breakaway. And Brenny gets robbed and runs Anthony at the same time. But Anthony made a great 2 or 3 saves there to keep it 2-1. The ref, I believe, has got a penalty on Carver for the hit, but doesn't get Brenny for running the goalie. Even Chris Collins is a little baffled by that one. Now GSE is going to have a power play here with 5:14 left to go. I don't know what the referees are trying to do. It's 4-on-5. THA's got to kill this penalty with 5:14 left to go. So it'll be a penalty on number 15, Carver Alford. 2 minutes for roughing. And GSE will get to work on the power play, take a shot from the point. Blocked away, but there by Anthony. Sorry, getting the hiccups. Shot pass in front, deflected on net, but Anthony was there to cover it up right away, and Derek was there to help him out. Chris getting the guys he wants out there now. Ethan Thomas, Derek Peterson, LeBron Sam, and Drew Hale. Got Ethan and Drew on the penalty kill and power play. Same with Derek and LeBron. So these four are seeing a lot of ice time today. There just in case he couldn't get to the rebound. Nice stick there by LeBron, allowing Drew to clear it. Now GSE's going to have to regroup. 1:30 left to go. Off a deflection in front, GSE will make this game knotted at 2. Brenny Monroe again on this right side, looking for that shot or that pass. They look for it every time. They look for him to feed it or shoot the puck every time. He breaks it in, shoots it, and passes. So Brenny's big key of their offense. 4:16 left to go. Now we got a 2-2 game. GSE making this one interesting. Hopefully the boys in purple can turn turn this around and not do what they did yesterday. Monty will flick this one in. And now the referee makes a mistake and blows the whistle when the goalie went to play it. So we'll have a face-off in the GSE end. Or I don't know how this goes down into our end, but okay. Do you know how that works? Quick face-off shot there, saved by Anthony. And now Kyle picks it up on this close side wall. We'll take a shot, get it blocked by his defender. And now the boys seem to be getting a little irritated, which we don't want to do. We don't want to start throwing penalties around. Kyle's running around like a chicken with his head cut off. So the referee was watching him in the offensive zone the whole time. As soon as he came out, threw a little bit of a high hit, and now he's discussing what to call. It's going to be a 2-minute at least. Two and a 10. Elbow to the head. We got some very unhappy people over here in the stands. Got the 16U coaches hanging out, Darren and a couple other THA staff. We all know that the boys need to stop playing individually, start playing as a team again like they did in the first period. They went up 2-0, had the momentum, and then just couldn't keep it. So now with 3:30 left to go here in the second period, GSE has another power play opportunity. And again, they're looking for Brenny over here on this close side. Shot in front, tip, saved by Anthony twice, rebound again. Brenny tried to put it on net, but just couldn't get it there. Lee sends it around, but Carver's there to pick it up for THA and have some speed coming down the left side. He brings it in, and he hits the post. Nice little offensive step there by the D-man to create some defensive pressure on GSE. LeBron now on the forecheck with Drew Hale. Derek Peterson gets the little deflection, and LeBron will give it up to Drew on the far side in the GSE zone, who walks it in, gives it to Derek, who just couldn't tip it on net. Had the stick and everything, but just couldn't get it there. And now here comes Brenny again down that right side. Nice lift there by Monty in that long stick. And now GSE again trying to work something around. Shot from this near side again, tipped wide. And now again trying to bring it back into a Bojo. Bojo bring it down the half wall. Don't know if that was quite a shot or a pass, but bringing it back to this far side. Derek laying out for it. Shot tipped to the left of Anthony. Fortunately, he didn't even see that one. Monty in there tying it up with 5 seconds left to go on the 5-on-4. Kyle will sit for another 10. And GSE takes a shot that gets deflected up and out of play. With 1:40 left to go here in the second period, 2-2. 5-on-5 hockey again. GSE has scored the last 2 goals to come back from 2-0 deficit. The goal scorers for them are Brenny Monroe and I believe number 28, Ibojo. And then for THA, it's Trevor Stones and LeBron Sam. Now THA breaking out. Garrett trying to get a handle on it and just couldn't. Trevor will regroup it. Trying to send it over to Monty, but couldn't. It's picked off by GSE. Garrett's there to chase it back. Now Garrett is feeding it up the middle. It goes through everybody. And now we got two guys breaking in. Trevor backhanded, saved by McGinn. And THA comes in to make sure he doesn't drop another rebound. Nice little push there by Trevor. Had Zakar coming down the right wing, but just didn't seem to either see him or have the option to give. Chris is going to keep Garrett, Stones, and Fedorov out there. Carver shoots it from the point, gets tipped wide. Now Garrett into the corner. With Z with the pressure, and now it's a 2-on-1 opportunity for GSE. They have a man in front, tipped it wide. Carver was on the back check, and Anthony looked like he might have gotten a piece of that. But now here comes Trevor again, breaking it out 1-on-2. And now Benton trying to make sure we don't go off sides, and slowly was blown dead. Fedorov was trying to bust his tail from the corner. Chris starting to switch up the lines here a little bit, get something rolling here for THA. Mikey now intercepts that pass from D to D and sends it back up to Ethan, who just couldn't get it. Derek will regroup on his own blue line. Going farther back, sending it off the boards. And now Ethan Thomas takes one off the skate to keep it out of the zone. And now LeBron will pick it up. Just can't keep going with it. Gets tripped a little bit, but doesn't. No time left. Candela tried to take a shot, but just couldn't get it off. And we will go into this third period for an ice cut. Tied at 2, and we will be back in about 15 minutes.
Gandhi! 1, 2, 3!
neck and neck. Head to head, neck and neck. And do it up just to come undone. I live a little, can't say I'm no fun. And now I follow one by one.
It doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan.
And we're back here with a little bit of an interview with one of the 16U goalies, Finn Whelan from
Toronto, Ontario.
Alrighty, what do we want to see from the 18s here to finish off this game?
Big win, maybe get a 2-goal lead and just secure the dub.
What does Anthony need to do to make sure he stays in his, or doesn't get in his own head?
Just dial in, you know, put pucks to the corners.
Are you excited for the season or what?
Yeah, I'm hyped to go to Boston next week.
What do you think? Are you guys gonna go 4-0 or no?
5-0.
5-0?
Yeah, 4-1, 5-0. You know.
All right, awesome. And we'll be right back with the the final period of the game. We'll see if it was cool or not.
It doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan. It doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan.
Third period is underway. Tahoe looking to come out with some energy here to make sure they don't repeat yesterday's faults. Hope some of you caught that little interview with 16U goalie Finn Whelan. We asked him some questions about how he's feeling about Boston and what the 18s need to do to make sure they can get something going here. And I believe we're going to get a penalty on GSE. Couldn't quite see who the ref pointed to, but it is going to be Candela for GSE for 2 minutes for a cross check. So now Tahoe will have their of this third period. And GSE will ice this puck right away and bring it back down to the left of McGinn. All right, looks like we're going to the right. And back to the left. Trevor in there to win that face-off back to Monty. We'll shove it around for Drew on this close side. And Derek's there to help keep it in the zone. Trevor gets tripped, I believe. And GSE is going to go down 5-on-3 for another cross check. So your Wolverines are on the GSE with the first 5-on-3 man down. I believe we've had all weekend for 18U at least. Boys looking to get something going here. Got Monty to get his big body in front of that goalie. Take his eyes away. Got Trevor also in front in the high slot. Derek just loses a little handle on the puck, and GSE is going to be able to chip this one out. And it actually is going to make it all the way down for icing. Mr. Lewis made the ice nice and pretty. So that puck sliding nice well on this third period. 1:07 to go in the original GSE penalty. 1:33 to go in the second one. 15:22 left to go in the period. Just getting started. We're going to stay here because GSE is just going to ice the puck again. 6 seconds at a time. Slowly ticking away the penalties. Yeah, there's a very big general consensus around the automatic offsides and the icing rule. Nice shot there by Zakar, made it through, but nice glove save there by McGinn. Big opportunity here for the boys as they still have over a minute, 5-on-3. Ethan getting pressured behind the GSE net, trying to keep it to him, and the net comes dislodged. Ethan with some good sportsmanship, asking if the kid wants some help up. And once the referee gets this net going, we'll take another face-off down to the left, or the right of McGinn. And LeBron will win this back to Fedorov, and he'll send it over to Carver. He's going to take a shot off the pad. Rebound sent wide. Carver's there to pick it up in the corner. Sends it high to Ethan Thomas. Ethan trying to keep a handle on it. Carver trying to feed it down low. Couldn't get it there. Gives it back up top. And Ethan with a little panic pass. And GSE is going to ice this one again. As actually Anthony's going to come out and play it. And unfortunately hits somebody with the puck and tries to do the same pass again, but unfortunately made it through. So Ethan will break it in, give it to Trevor. Trevor with a nice little backhand move. Looking for Fedorov. Sends it over to Carver. Carver gets it poked off his stick. And now Trevor again breaking it in, trying to go down that right side. Oh, and the boys just couldn't keep it in. And that'll do it for the first one and the second penalty. So GSE has killed both those. And a quick turnaround there, shot by number 98. Self, I believe that says. Nice save there by Anthony. Right off the penalty kill. 13:45 left to go here in the third. THA looking to get something going here. One of the GSE players just caught a little edge right there, so the fans decided to give him some love. Nice little catch there by Anthony to freeze play again. It won't be icing as the referee Slattery indicates there was a tip. Nice keep in there by Monty and his long stick, but unfortunately Derek couldn't get around the defender. Shot blocked there by Monty. And he'll wrap it back around, hopefully for Derek. Derek will pick it up and chip it on the near side past the THA bench. And GSE will send it right back in for icing. We'll come back down to the Golden State Elite side. THA now with it in the far corner. Trevor gets bodied off the puck. And Garrett's there to replace him. Ethan Thomas getting hit down in the middle of the ice again for the second time against GSE. I don't know what. So apparently Ethan's going to get the penalty for holding. And then when the kid grabs his face mask and slams his head into the ice, it's not a penalty. So THA's going down. Decided to throw a piece of tape, I think.